back. Now let's talk about rewarding excellence the ADVAN way. And ADVAN is the Advertisers Association of Nigeria, which was founded in 1992. We have in the studio two people from the association. First is the Executive Secretary of ADVAN, Ediri Ose-Diale. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for
We
having
also
us.
have a member of the ADVAN Award Committee, Wasiu Abiola. Thank you so much for being here. Now, we're talking about excellence, we're talking about awards. Tell us more about ADVAN first.
Okay, ADVAN is a body of corporate organizations in Nigeria that engage in marketing. They engage the services of advertising agencies and the media to run their adverts. You know, we watched one ad where we're talking about all those brands are ADVAN members. We have Coke, we have Cadbury, we have MTN, we have Etisalat, we have Nigerian breweries. All the big spenders in advertising are members of ADVAN, and even not the big spenders as well. If you're an advertiser in Nigeria as a corporate organization, then you are a member of Advertisers Association of
You
Nigeria.
have to be a member.
You should be a member.
Okay, if you are not, what happens?
Well, if you're not, there's a lot you lose out on, because what we did was we are trying to harness the different talents and ideas we have in these different organizations to make the marketing communications industry better. So if you have the brains behind the campaigns in, for instance, Nigerian breweries, you have the brains behind the campaigns in Nestle, you know, come together and say, okay, how do we move this industry forward? How do we make better marketing activities? How do we become more effective? Then you stand to gain better than if you're alone. So ADVAN is it's together so that for us to channel some progressive development in the industry. You know, so we interface with our stakeholders in the media, in government, with the agencies as a group.
So do you also try to regulate the kind of adverts that we see, commercials?
Exactly. We ensure that our members are accountable to the laws, you know, governing the adverts that are put out there. There's a body for the regulation called APCON. APCON regulates all advertising that goes on air, and ADVAN is on the executive council of APCON. So ADVAN is at the forefront of ensuring that our members are abiding by all the laws.
Okay, now let's talk about this award. Why is it necessary?
Okay, one of the objectives of the association is for capacity development and to pursue marketing effectiveness. And what we're trying to promote with the awards is, if you believe you've organized a campaign or a marketing activity that you feel you've done well, okay, let's come and let's, you know, some kind of healthy competition. And it's across industries, because the telcos are competing with the finance sector and you know, the FMCGs. So what we do is that when you come out there and you say, okay, we bring out a campaign that you've worked on, and then we see, yeah, and it's awarded. You now have others trying to aspire to ensure that their own activities that they are bringing out are world class. So they go back, the marketing professionals go back and they begin to check what they do. It's not just about your organization seeing it again. It's about the whole industry seeing it, and even the whole world seeing it and vetting it and making sure it's up to standard.
Okay, Mr. Abiola, you're a member of the award committee.
Yep.
How is this conducted? Are there entries, or the association just does it because they're all members, they look at everything that all the members have done?
Well, the procedure is that members submit entries for the awards.
There are entries.
And there are various categories.
Okay.
The entry is open to all ADVAN members.
Okay.
And you have opportunity to submit work that you've done the last 1 year. And there are criteria, of course, for the awards. So you submit your entries, and there is a panel of judges that review the entries, and of course decide the winners.
Any perk for those who actually did the work of carrying out the campaign on their behalf?
You are referring to the agencies. That's why this award, this year's award, there are various categories, and there is also reward for that goes to agencies, and also for reward for even journalists. You know,
yes.
so it's even though you are rewarding marketing activities, we also recognize the contribution of the people behind the scenes, the creative
because
agencies.
It's not just about those who put the advert together, or those who also engage in making sure it gets to.
As a matter of fact, the agency celebrates this award so much because it's like we've been recognized by the advertisers, and in fact, this is the biggest of the award in the advertising industry, in the marketing computing industry, and all of us celebrate it. That's why the panel of judges cut across various stakeholders in the industry. You have members of National Institute of Marketing of Nigeria, you have members of AAP, that's AAAN, that's the Advertising Association of Nigeria, you have members of the media, and you also have research agency. So it's all encompassing.
Okay.
This is not the first award, is it?
Yeah, this is the fifth.
This is the fifth.
This is the fifth.
So what makes this ADVAN award different from, now it's getting to the end of the year, you hear of awards here and there. What makes this stand out?
Like my colleague said, the process of selection is very open. And it's not about maybe somebody sitting down behind the in ADVAN and deciding this person is winning. It's about bringing the different professionals from the different stakeholder groups in the marketing communications value chain, and they deciding. So it's not anything that anybody can influence. It's not anything that anybody can rig. It's very transparent. That's one. And for marketing, we have a few awards in marketing, but this particular one cuts across all the activities. We have awards for experience.
Because sometimes you see some adverts and you wonder, so what's the sense behind this advert? I'm just trying to,
Okay.
What's the sense behind this? Or some adverts that you will see and say, oh, this is not real. What do you do about such?
Okay, I think you're
Well, I mean, different brands come up with advertising for so many reasons, and there are several reasons why. There are several rationale, for whatever you do, and part of the process to standardize is what this award is all about. To make sure that we self-regulate ourselves. Like she said, there's an umbrella body called ADVAN that regulates advertising practice in Nigeria. On our own part, the advertisers, we also self-regulate ourselves, and that's why we are rewarding excellence. And that's why we are rewarding creativity. And that's why we are rewarding outstanding performance. The kind of award that you have in mind will not, of course, even if entered, will be,
and to add to what he said, one of the objectives behind organizing this award is because of what you said, that we realize that we need to begin to push our members and push the quality of content that is out there. And one of the ways of doing it is, okay, begin to compare yourself to others. Don't just compare yourself to those in your industry, but begin to compare yourself to every other marketing organization out there and see if you are at par. Now, if you are not, there's an opportunity for you to improve, to learn from your peers, and then improve. So that's why it's there.
Okay.
Okay. So when are these awards?
The awards is today.
Oh,
Today.
Yeah.
Today.
where?
It's at the Muzon Center
Are you
today.
inviting everybody?
We're strictly by invitation. We are focused on our target is for marketing professionals and then industry stakeholders like media, agencies, and regulatory bodies and other stakeholder bodies.